Hello GCSE student. This is your Unit 1 exam paper. I'm showing it to you so you know what it looks like in the exam and you don't get any nasty surprises. Now, this is Mr. Chapman's top tips in order to do well at this paper. Now, the pedestrian student in the exam will open the paper, work pedestrian-like through questions 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, and not forgetting, last of all, question 7. Now, the observant of you may have noticed that this exam is a whopping 2 hours and 15 minutes long. So by the time you get to question 7, you might be quite tired. Imagine that, sitting in that exam hall, working really hard for almost 2 hours. You get to question 7, you're a bit behind time, you've got 15 minutes left, you're tiring, you're flagging, and it's worth a whopping 24 marks. Why not instead, when the exam starts, instead of turning to question 1, you turn straight to the back of the exam paper and question 7. And do that one first at the start of the exam when you're fresh as a daisy. You can get those 24 marks, or most of them, right, while you're fresh at the start of the exam, rather than at the end of the exam when you're tiring. You might be rushed, you might be tired, you might just get 5 out of 24. After you've done question 7, my tip is to do question 6. Yeah, that one's worth 16 marks. So in the first hour of the paper, get question 7 done, get question 6 done, you're still pretty fresh, then and only then revert back to the start of the exam paper and work through questions 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 and to 5. That is, in my view, the best way of managing your time in the paper. I'm now going to give you a few other tips when answering the questions. So, you're going to do question 7 first. Now, it says to write an article for your school or college magazine, persuading other students. Okay? So, you must pick up on those key words from the question. Your piece of writing must sound and look like an article. It must persuade, must be persuasive. It must get people on board to try an activity or hobby you're interested in. The language must speak to other students. Don't use too much slang, don't use lol, don't use alright mate, how's it going geezer, try this, try that, Bob's your uncle, right, that'd be a bit too informal for an exam, okay? But you kind of make it chatty and a bit fun. Again, question 6, similar skills, okay? You're writing about a place, you're writing about it in different times of year. You're choosing a place you know well, you're describing it in 2 different times of year for a travel website. Yeah, so you need to make sure you are writing an appropriate way for a travel website. You must make sure you're describing using interesting adjectives and similes and alliteration and wonderful descriptive terms. And you're trying to persuade people to go on that holiday. Yeah, not just describing it for the sake of it. You want people to spend money on your travel website and go there. So you need to make it appealing. Yeah, who's it for? You're trying to get young couples to go there. Is it a romantic setting? Is it a place where you want to go and party? Yeah, is it a time if you want to go for a bit of peace and quiet? You want to rest? Is it a beach holiday? Okay, think about all these elements. Yeah, but remember you are describing it for your travel web. You are now going back to the start, remember? Question 1. 4 activities you can do in New York. Now this question is worth 4 marks and you should answer it quickly, pick your 4 points, write them down and move on. Don't get stuck on this question and it can sap a lot of your time away. Question 2, the what do we learn about question. Similar to the first one, it's worth 4 marks, so you shouldn't spend that long on it. As a rough guide, 1.5 minutes per mark, so 6 minutes on this question. Nail it, try and fill the space, yeah. Write down things you learn about the ship, yeah. Keep mentioning what you learn about the ship. Question 3 will link to one of the texts in this way. How does Fernando Torres like to spend his spare time? Again, you get this one 2 sides. Count them 1, 2. Yeah, you are not. If you write down just half a side, yeah, you're not going to get 8 marks. You're going to get 2 or 3 marks. You need to certainly get onto this page and write a side and a half. If you're going to get 6, 7, 8 out of 8. You got that amount of space for a reason. Question 4, how does the writer use language? Language, that's very important language, okay? So pick out your language features and write your P paragraphs. Bye.